Hey, how are you? Well, as promised, I just want to take you very quickly through how we're going to use Canvas or the Learning Management System in this course, Design Thinking for Business. So what I see is different from what you see. And so what I've done is I've put my screen at the moment into what is called student mode. So in theory, I should be seeing exactly what you see when you log in. But of course, your offering will be personalized to you. When you first get into the course, you will see this page, which has a combination of things. It has the recent announcements, and then it has an introduction, some links for getting started and a course guide, and you can work your way down to see a really detailed overview of the program day by day with links to important things. And actually, personally, I think you can skip the detailed process and go straight to this course summary, which really highlights the most important things that you have to do and when you have to get them done by. The other thing that this page has, which is really important, is sort of a running to-do list right up the front here. So you will see, I keep hitting the wrong button, sorry. You will see immediately the things you do, and you can just happily uncheck something to make it go away. Clearly it's not going to do that for me in student mode, but basically if you've got something under control, you don't want to keep being reminded, hey, just move it, that's fine. On this other side here is some really useful material as well. One of the most useful areas is the syllabus, which is where I'm going to take you next, but also the modules, which is really where the guts of all of the materials for this course are. The assignments area, surprise, surprise, that's where you'll access in one place the assignments that you have to do. Now, I caution you against going straight there. I know you want to know where things are due and what it is that you have to do, and a quick look won't hurt you, but it won't make any sense to you if you just start there and you don't look at the related material in the modules first. These menus here help you with the broader Canvas material, and I think you'll find them very helpful. And in particular, your own profile will help you, and I'll talk about that towards the end, because you'll be able to use that to create and download an EPUB or a PDF of all of these materials, which will help those of you who feel more comfortable with those kind of written materials. Another useful piece here is this View Course Calendar button. Just take you over here. I find that really useful. Just to save loading style, I've got it loaded as for March in this tab here. And you can see that there is basically everything that we've got something due on or that we've got an event I've entered into the calendar, and from the calendar you should be able to click and move into, when you open those, you should be able to move in to the relevant materials. Also, you can see that there's a calendar feed here, and you can basically take this calendar feed and put it into Outlook or into Gmail, Google Calendar, or any basic online calendar that uses the iCal formula or format, and that will make it easier to keep your schoolwork together. For those of you who feel more comfortable with it, you can look at it as an agenda, you can look at it week by week, whatever suits you. So going back here, like I said, the next place I want you to have a look is the syllabus. The syllabus, again, provides that overview and provides that material that we were talking about before. I think that that's really useful. In both the home page and on this page, you'll see that we also have this assignment weighting area. So you can see very quickly what the weighting is for each of the assignments that you're working on. But the place where you're going to spend most of your time is in the modules area. So basically a module, think about a module as being, in our case, a period of time. Now it'll be different from course to course. Some modules will represent the work you do in a week or under a particular topic. But the way we've got them is each of the modules in this course represent a period of time. So in particular, there are 2 modules that you need to have a good look at before we even start. The Getting Started module, which will be pretty much the same in every course, or at least some of the pages will be. And then there's the Before the Intensive Begins module. Basically, when you click on anything in your in a module, you get taken to a page which is basically the same as a website page. From that, you will access materials. This one's got a video on it. Yours truly. So it's taking, under my dodgy internet, a little bit longer to load. From that material, you can work through, read the materials, click on the links, have the book. And now I've just realized why that silly link kept coming up. Sorry. Thinking about 2 different things at the one time. So you can go through, read the materials, click on any links that interest you. When you're finished, you can hit next and it'll take you to the next page. But working through the modules, you will see that basically we work through these almost like chapters in a book. Once you're finished with the module, good idea to just hit that little button to close it off so that the next thing that you see is the next thing that you need to do. So here, so the first module, Getting Started, really relates to logistics, what to expect, how to work your way through Canvas, those kind of things. In fact, this video is going to go into this page of the materials because at the moment there's a little work in progress area which will be replaced by the time you see this this video. Cute little avatar. I think I can't help myself but use those. So basically the first one is about logistics, about how to contact me, about what to expect, those kind of things. So module 1 covers topic 1. In this we're going to look at 2 basic themes. One is an introduction to what design thinking is generally, and the other one is how we get started in the design thinking world, with a bit of a focus on the what is, or the discover and define stage of design thinking. The subsequent modules work on a day-by-day basis. So module 2 contains all of the materials that you need to read and prepare for the first day of the intensive. Module 3, all of the materials and the topics that we're going to cover in day 2. So you will see actually in days 1 and 2, we cover 2 topics. A Getting Started topic, and we get into topic 2 about creativity. On the 3rd day, we'll be looking at big challenges and big ideas. So we'll be working on putting some design research tools into action and then doing some creativity ourselves, some ideation for solutions. Day 3, we'll be looking at what wows and what works, and we'll be pulling it all together on the 5th day to think strategically about design thinking. And of course, you're going to be preparing in your collaborative learning networks, your syndicate groups, your groups, a presentation which will happen in the afternoon of that last day that we're together. My way of working is I don't give you the materials, the slide packs in advance. I like to have some surprises in there. I expect you to do the reading and preparation. So I know many of you like to use slides to take notes as you go, but I want you to bear with me on this, that there is real value in participating in more than one way. But all of the materials that I show you will be uploaded in this area as we continue through. So the next thing that I wanted to show you was your account area. Now this might not actually let me in, but in here it should show your picture, your name, the ability to log out, give you information about your profile and a number of other things. One of the things that you can do is hit the settings area. Now, it's not going to allow me to do this for you, but one of the things that you can do is download the course material. And when you download the course material, that basically allows you to create a PDF of all of these materials, which you can then print. So they download as an EPUB. You will need to open the EPUB. You can do that in Microsoft in an HTML. I use a free tool called Calibri because I use EPUBs quite a bit, but there are lots. Just Google if you're not sure, you'll find a way to do it. And then from there, you can then print to a PDF or print directly to your printer. Many of you will find that this is a really useful thing, particularly if you're not used to working online, and particularly if you want to search over the materials. With many, even though it has many great things in it, Canvas is not particularly good if you know that there's something somewhere and you're not sure where to search for it. So one of my favorite things to do in a PDF is to just hit the find button, look for something. If you're looking for visualization, immediately they will start popping through and you can see the materials. Now, this is clearly not as pretty as what you'll see on the Canvas screen, but could be a really useful thing for you to do. One of the things that you will notice, it also lets you highlight and things like that in most PDF programs, which could be useful. What you will find is not everything will be in there. In particular, the video links clearly won't be in there. Some images won't translate well, and also where there are attachments like PowerPoint packages, for example, they won't be in the printed document, clearly, but the process allows you to download all of the relevant files, so that can be quite helpful as well. So anyway, I thought that might be something that you might find useful. You can do it with any of your subjects. Yeah, if you've got questions, concerns, frustrations, compliments, just want to say hello. Of course, I will be in Vietnam in a very short period of time. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. But you can always use the email functionality, email in Canvas or WhatsApp to contact me. All of my details are right up front in the courses. In the Getting Started module, you'll find the details to contact me. Take care. Cheers.